So here is the tiered tray. When I made this, I wasn't quite expecting the reaction I got, or the interest, so I didn't film me doing it in the process. So I guess you could kind of say that this is like a breakdown walkthrough of how I made it. And I hope it helps answer some of the questions that I was getting DMs about. So the first thing that I did with this tray was the base. Now the base, I actually didn't attach this part, and I'll try to show you better here in a little bit. This was bought at a thrift store. I didn't even spend, I don't even think $2 on it. I had bought it last fall for a little arrangement that I did and had it sitting around. And I think all of us crafters right now are just basically trying to use whatever we can get our hands on. So all of this was what I had in my stash and, you know, what I was able to access right now. So I had this, and the gold charger, I got that at the Dollartree. They put these out around the holidays, and I had purchased this one like this past holiday season for Christmas. And then the spoon, I had actually got this at the Dollar General for $1. I really liked the floral imprint that it had, and had originally bought it to add something bee themed, but I haven't got to that point yet. And then the little sunflower, or the big sunflower, I should say. I actually got that at Hobby Lobby with the fall 80% off sale, and I only paid, I think it was like $1 for it as well. The little 4x6 canvas was purchased from the Dollartree, and I'll show you the paints that I used for everything here in just a minute. This was a reverse canvas style that I painted brown. And then I'll link below the Be Happy image that I purchased off Etsy for this. And then just a reverse canvas. Now, the middle piece is actually a Starbucks bottle that I had painted with the same brown paint. And anytime I paint glass or metal, I like using a spray primer on it first. I just feel like it gives a better outcome of the look. So that is that piece. The wooden beads, I purchased these off of Amazon, and I'll link that below as well. I really like the size of these ones, and they paint very easily. And I'll do a little tutorial at the end of this video to show you how I did that one as well. The pan come from the Dollartree, and I primed it, and then I painted it with the colors I'm going to show you of the brand of paint that I've been using. The sunflowers was a bundle I got at Walmart a while back. The little beehive it was my first little beehive, and it actually was a little glass jar that I had gotten from the Dollartree. I think it was last summer. And I just used the twine.
It was last summer.
Okay. It was the twine that I had used for that, just to do the beehive. I had a little wooden circle, hot glued it in there. And then this right here is hot glue that I let drip, kind of like the honey effect. And then the glass jar is actually from the Dollartree as well. And I always buy local honey from local beekeepers, so I thought that would be really cute to go with the decor. I'm going to add something to it. I'm just not for sure yet what it is. And also, whenever I done the middle piece with the Starbucks jar, the glue that I used was E6000. I always like using that glue to give the better durability than the hot glue, but I did add a few drops of hot glue to give it the instant secureness. And the glue had kind of seeped out, which I'm kind of glad it did, because I really liked the look that the twine gave. And I just added the twine to kind of hide that I had left over from the beehive. So if you would like to see the paint that I've been using, I'm going to do a tutorial for you guys on how I did the beads and the little bee, I don't know if it's not a button, but it's a little bee emblem on the end of the rope with the tassels. So stay tuned for that. It's coming up. Hey everyone, so we're back for the tutorial, and the paints I'm going to be using today are from Arteza. These are acrylic outdoor paints. I have the chocolate, the gold, and the Dijon. I just think that these two really complement each other, and it makes the gold really pop. I will link that below. It is an affiliate link, but I have been working with these for some time now, and I'm just really amazed at the quality. They're very thick. As you can see, it's very, very thick. And they dry quickly. They're non-toxic. And even though they are outdoor paint, I like using them in indoor projects, especially projects that's going to be around damp areas, such as maybe a kitchen or a bathroom. So that is where I got those from. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I paint my wooden beads. So I just have an old Quip container and some skewers. Now obviously if you're going to be doing a lot more beads, you would want a bigger base and longer skewers. And you're just going to put the bead on the skewer, and you're going to take the other one and you're going to put it up in there to hold it in place, just like that. See, it doesn't move around or anything. And then you're just going to take whatever paint you would like and then just start painting. I really like these beads because they're smooth and they hold color very well. I had purchased some from a thrift store here a while back. They were already, I'm assuming, painted by the manufacturer. But whenever I painted them, I tried repainting them. They didn't really hold very well. So that's when I purchased these, and I just love these beads. The ones that I got, there were 2 different sizes in them, and I actually want to go back and buy more because bigger ones in different sizes, because I just love these. And you can see that this paint, I mean, a little goes a long way. I just, like I said, I love it. And it, like I said, it dries very quickly too. So you're just going to, you can pop that out and do, you know, however many more you would like. If I could talk right. We're going to set that to the side and then let that dry. Now, a lot of the questions I received was where I got the little bee at the end of my beaded rope, and it was a little wooden circles that I had come in a pack of different shapes, and I painted, first I painted it the Dijon, and this part does get a little messy because, unlike the beads, because you don't really have anything to hold it together but your fingers. I love this color. Just think it's so pretty. When I was originally doing my kitchen, I was doing very light yellows, but I had found a different color combo on Pinterest with the golds and the browns with the bee theme, and that's where these color combos, you know, I got the color, the inspiration for these color combos from. So that's what it looks like before you add the gold. And I usually let it dry, completely dry first, but I'm going to go ahead and add the gold just so you can see what I mean when I say that these 2 colors, I just think they complement each other very well and it makes it pop. And I'll do the other side in just gold so you can see the difference. And like I said, a little goes a long way with these paints. They have really turned me into, like I said, a paint snob now. Like, I don't feel like I can ever go back to the regular acrylic paint and other brands. Okay, so go back and touch up some of the areas. So that's what it looks like with the gold. I just think it gives that beautiful metallic sheen look. And that's on top of the Dijon. Over here, I'm going to do just the gold so you can kind of see. And I think that this Dijon goes really good because some people like a lighter gold and some people like a darker gold. And you can get either one. This is a lighter gold and that's the darker gold. So you can have either one with these paints. Now, because these are still wet. I am going to show you how I did the bee. I'm going to do it on a blank one because I forgot to paint one ahead of time for you guys. But I found the little bee in Design Space, in Cricut Design Space. I found the image in there, and I cut it out on brown permanent vinyl. And the transfer tape that I'm using is really the clear contact paper from the Dollartree. I have used quite a few different contact papers or transfer tape, or whatever you want to call it. And the Dollartree just seems to be my favorite. It's not too sticky, but it's sticky enough. And I already have that in place. And all I did was just kind of center it the best I could. Oops. And just make sure you get the little legs and feet down really good, because those are thinner parts and sometimes they'll want to come with your transfer tape. And just go slowly to make sure that it's on there. And if it comes up with the transfer tape, you just put it back down and push down again. But I think everything's on there pretty good. Yep. And there's the little bee emblem. And all I did was, when I got to the tassel, I just hot glued it on there. I put a big old dollop of hot glue on the tassel where I wanted it and just laid it on top and let it dry, and that was it. But I think it looks good with either one. You could do it just plain, or you could do it with the gold, or change it up. And that's it. If you have any tiered trays that you've worked on, or that maybe this video inspired you on, I would love to see them. So feel free to tag me in any of your creations, and hope you guys have a good Sunday.